Hello guys, welcome to Ikra Technology. So today we will see params in C Sharp. First of all, what are params? Params is a keyword which we use before array when we pass a parameter. You use it when we don't know how many values we have to take as input, okay? How many values have to be taken or which values when we don't know, okay? So there is an example so that you can understand better. Now, you think that your parents gave you 100 rupees and said that you bring fruits from the market in 100 rupees. Now, 100 rupees fruit means whatever fruits come in 100 rupees, you can buy all of them. Like in 100 rupees, let's say we got orange, grapes, mango, watermelon, banana for 100 rupees. Each 20 rupees as an example. We got all these fruits for 100 rupees. Now what is here? We don't know how much these will cost. We just have to buy the fruits that are going to come in 100 rupees. Did you understand? Whatever fruits are going to come in 100 rupees, we have to buy from 100 to those. So we took all the fruits that are in 100 rupees. We did not know which one will come and how much will it cost. So what comes next? Next comes what happens? In 100 rupees, now I have to buy those fruits whose list is given. Think next, what do your parents do? Your parents give you 100 rupees and give you a list and tell you to bring all the fruits in the list from the market. So we go to market and check the list. In it, orange and watermelon is there. We bought whatever was in the list for 100 rupees. We know that it will cost this much. So we bought it because it was already defined in the list. So these are params and the next one was array. Means when we don't use params, okay? Now here params keyword is a modifier that allows developers to pass a variable number of parameters. Means we can pass a lot of values as a parameter in a method or function. The param keyword is used to indicate that the method's parameter list is treated as an array. Now see param keywords. It is useful when programmers don't have any prior knowledge about the number of parameters to be used. As I told you in the beginning, when we don't know how much values will come as an input or as a parameter, how many values will come, okay? When we don't know, then we use params. Now look here, there is a basic structure of params. Defines a function using param keyword. See, static void is a method. Here we have took params keyword and here whatever our type will be string or integer or decimal etc. And here we have taken array, then parameter name whatever we will give, and then our code execution will be in the middle of the block. Now look here, here is a scenario. What is here? Imagine that your school is organizing a picnic for 9th grade student. Now imagine here that your school is organizing a picnic for 9th grade student and you need to list the student name. You have to write the name of the student in two sections, 9A and 9B. You also have to write the count of them, how many students are there. But the issue is that you don't know how many students will come because the student keep getting updated. That yes, I also want to come, I also want to come like this. They keep saying one by one. Then the account of student keep getting updated and keeps increasing and you get the names of different section. Now if there are two sections, then you face more difficulty, okay? So we use params to handle this. Now here is this example. We have taken it in Visual Studio Code. If you look here, here is our main method for execution. Here in the console write line, we are writing student's name for picnic. Then here we are writing 9A class student's name. That means in the console write line. So what is coming here? String ninth A. We have taken a string as a ninth A variable. What are we doing in that? We have created a function for ninth. It is a function of ninth. What are we doing with it? We are passing values in it. Umar, Sohail, Sakleen, and Hamza. Now, if I want, I can pass another value here. If I want, I can pass another value here. I will give Faz here, okay? Because this is not a defined list. Here is param. So here, what are we doing here? We are using params here. If you see below our function for ninth, we are using params before our type, which is string. And this has to be treated as array so that we can use it as collection of values. Okay, now here, how many values are there? We don't know. So we are using params. Now here we can update more names. Now here more names can be updated. I will tell you by updating one. Let us take another name. Okay, we will take Dinesh. Now what has happened here? I am telling you by adding the extra name. Now here there is section B also, ninth B class student name. Here is a Samir, Dinesh, Deepak. Here the count of student from class ninth B plus ninth B. What are we doing? As a string, we are taking a return value in it. Okay, return type in our function in string. Now what is happening here? A student count is there as an integer type whose value is 0. Now whatever that value is printed, whatever the student's value, our student count will be increased. Then we returning student count as a string format so that we can make it contain in it. Then we are making that value get printed here. I will tell you by running it. Let's start it. We have started it. We'll do window arrow. Then here we will take this. No, see here. Here I did F10. So first student name for picnic got printed by console write line. Student names for picnic. Then what comes next? Then comes ninth A class student name. Okay. Then what will I do? I will do F11 because we have to go inside it. I will do F11. See, we will go inside the function. Then we will do F10. See now the count here is 0 here. If you see the count here, it's 0 here. Now, what do I do here? This name it got copied here. Can you see here? All the names got copied here. This got copied in students because we had passed it in the ninth method. So what does it do here? The method will come here. So the entire values will be copied here in the student as a parameter. Then here we are using student in for each loop. Did you understand? If I do F10, it then see now here Umar and Sohel both will get printed. See here it count get increased here. If I do F10 then it will become 2 because here student count plus plus which will increase by 1. Okay, so I will do F10. Here we will print all the names properly. Faiz, Dinesh, okay. Now we'll do F10. Then what will we press? F10 again. Now here count of student. What is the count of student? It is 6. What should be the count of student? It should be 6. So the count of student will come. Okay. Count of student from class ninth A is 6. Now we will do now we will not do F11 here. We will do F10 now here. Ninth B also came here. Okay, we have done F10 here. Look here. This the name of Samir, Dinesh, Deepak has came. Now if I do one more F10 here, the count of student from class ninth B is 3. Now what will we have to do? Now here there is one more student who is saying that he also want to come for picnic from ninth B. So what will we do? We will update the name in it. What will we do? We will update the name in it. What is his name? Like we take Wasim. We have taken Wasim here. We have taken Wasim. Now we will remove the debug from here. We will put the debug here. Okay. If I start here, so for your better understanding here we will take console write line so that there is gap in it. I started it. It will be completely printed here. Look what is happening here. student names for picnic have came here. Then what came? Ninth A class student name. That is Umar, Sohail, Saklan, Hamza, Faiz, Dinesh. Okay. Then what is here? Count of student from ninth A is sixth. Is 6. Then ninth B class student name. We used console write line. That's why it's came here. Okay. So that there will be a gap so that you can understand the sections. We had given Wasim for section ninth B class. So see, here it was 3 which became 4 and here the count 4 came. Now we do not know that, that's why we use parameter like this. Did you understand? When we use params? Now what do we do? There is a second example without params when we know how many students are going to come. Okay. Now here you understand the example given below is like the monitor in the class when writes the name, then the situation it has mostly in his situations are in such a way that he does not know about anyone. Then he takes all the details and gives it to the teacher. So the teacher has all the names because he has to book the tickets for picnic wherever they are going. So the teacher gets the names properly. Now the monitor will not take the names, means the names are completed. Here the teacher has those names. Did you understand? You understand like this. Now what happens here? Look here. Here the console right line. There is student names for picnic, ninth A class student names. Now here the teacher knows the student names of ninth A. Here he only knows about ninth A. That means the teacher of one class will have names of his class. So here we have taken string array. When the teacher knows, here we don't use the params. Here we created an string array, okay, as the student names of ninth A. And here is the teacher knows the names like Umar, Sohail, Saklan, Hamza. The teacher knows the names. The teacher has a proper list. So the teacher will book like this. Means he properly knows the list. It's not like any student is still remaining or a student will get updated later. He had got a clear list. Umar, Sohail, Saklan, Hamza. So he had made an array. So it is a list. So string ninth A, we have taken a variable here as a string. We have called ninth function, which is a string return type. We have called here and student name of ninth A array we have passed here means list. Now we have passed this list here. So what will happen to that the list when it comes here? I will show you now. Let's start it here. It is starting now. It got started. So what do we do here? We do F10. Sorry, it happened here by clicking here. By clicking here, I did F10 here. So student's name for picnic happened. Here, then here ninth A class student name happened. Then we will do F11. So it should go in. Sorry, here we'll do F11. It went in. Now look here. Whatever values we gave it, like Umar, Sakle, and Hamza, we pass this here as a list, as a parameter argument. Now whatever thing is here has been copied here. That thing has been copied here in students. Did you understand? Like Umar, Sohail, Saklen, and Hamza. Okay. Then here we will do F10. So the names will properly one by one get printed. Okay. In this, as you can see, there are 4 names. Now this has been returned. This will be returned here. The value will be printed. Count of student from class 9A is 4. Okay. When the teacher knows how many students are there, then what we do is we make a proper list. Did you understand? So the difference in this is that we know how many people will be there for the picnic. Then what we do is we make a list like this. When we don't know, then we keep writing the names, means we update the names. When we come to know the names, then we make a list of those and then we calculate amount of the budget, how much will be the budget, how much the budget will be, how many students are there, then this much budget will be there, like this. Okay, so did you understand? Params and without params. Next here, if you look at the website, then you can see the proper explanation of each line here so that you can understand better, like what is printing here, okay, why it is happening. Then for the second scenario, there is a proper explanation of that as well. If you look at the website below, for every single line, why it is being used is told here. Next, at the end, there are tasks which you have to perform so that you can understand properly params and its scenarios. Okay, so today we have seen params in C sharp. Thank you.